Hello guys, welcome to Digital Skills Ghana. My name is Jeremiah and today I'm going to take you through Word application or Word document. So before that I have my PC, that is my laptop, and before you be able to start the Word application, you must first of all download your Office suite. For you to be able to download, you have so many plans options. You have the free plan on the net, you have the paid plan or subscribed plan for offices, for organizations, and a whole lot of, of, of plans for you to choose by. You can get it from your Chrome or get it from somebody who source these softwares. So if on your Chrome you can type in Microsoft. So Microsoft Office Suite. You can type in the Microsoft Office Suite, which comes in many productivity applications such as the Word, the Excel, the Outlook, the Notebook, and actually the OneNote and other things. Usually, if you get the free option, it's either comes with you have to pay it, or some goes the extra way to not like find a crack of it, which is not that good. But yes. So I have my Word. Before you get your Word, you have to search it. That is on my search area. I type in my Word. It comes up. Then I open it. Wait for it to open. So over here, there is the home. So over here we have, if you have several Word application, you can see it here over here. But if not, you have to create a new blank document. But let's say if you just want to have a template too, you can come here. There's so many templates you can go by. You can go by template to write your CV, your cover letter, a template to do restaurant bouquet, education bouquet, anything, any template you want. You can just click on any of them to work on it. But if you want a new document too, you can just click on new. Then what? You begin working on what? Something else. Right now, we just wanted to go to a blank document. Okay. So this is my work area. This is my work area. So over here we have the menu bar. That is the file, the home, the insert, the drawer, the design, the layout, the reference, the mailings, the review, the view, the help. Okay. Then we have all these things over here to also help you go in by editing and formatting your Word document or Word info. So over here we have the clipboard area. So the clipboard area usually have the paste, the cards, the format painter. Okay, we have the font area, carries all forms of tools for your font. So this over here is your what? That's your font. Okay, it have all the typing style that you want. So let's say I write maybe my name is Jeremiah. Okay, and I don't want how the style is look like my font is looking like. I can just come and change it to maybe Algeria. I can just change it to anything that I want. Okay, then this is what font size. So font size increases the size. Okay, so for you to be able to increase the size of a word or a document, you have to just what highlight it, then what you increase it. A higher number corresponds to what a higher increase in what the font size, the font of your letters. Okay, anyhow you want it. Okay, then we have the bold to darken it. We have the italic. We have the underline. Okay, then underline have the thickness in there. Okay, we have more underline options over here for you to choose from. Then we have the crossover in case maybe you are dealing with how do I say it? Maybe you are dealing with maybe discounted items and you wanted to cross over a certain item, for maybe although you want the customer to see but still cross check it, you can just use all these font tools here. Then we have subscripts. Okay, let's say you are just typing in words, sorry, in numbers. Okay, maybe 2 maybe something like log 10. So instead of log, let me increase it a bit. Instead of just log, you can just put log 10 like this. You can just highlight the 10, then what you subscribe, you subscribe it. Okay, that is typed very small, it's just below the line. This is most of the time used in mass typing or statistical typing. Okay, then superscribe. Let's say maybe you want 2 raised to the power, so maybe 2 raised to the power 5. So 2 raised to the power 5. So this is how you can also use to type it. Okay, so these are just few over here. Then you have your increase font size. So maybe you just don't want to come and increase the size by the numbers. You can just highlight the specific text or numbers that you want to increase the font. Then you come to the increase font size, that's the bigger A. The moment you click on it, it increases automatically. The next one is what? Decrease font size. The moment you click on it, it decreases automatically. Then this one is what? Text effect or typography. So it adds some flair to your text by applying text effect. Okay, so you click on it, maybe you want a mirror shape. You see there's a mirror shape over here. Okay, anything that you want to do, you can do it. That's, you want some styling in your words, you want it to be like nice, educative. Okay, sure. Then you can have your text highlighter. You click on it to highlight a specific text. So maybe you want to send, so you have a plenty document, like plenty information that you are sending across board, but there's a specific item or document that you want to specifically highlight it. Okay, so you can just highlight it for the other person to also see. You can also use this for learning. Okay, so in case you are learning something or you are reading something, you can just across it, like highlight across it, then you select the text to highlight it. Then this A under this A with the red and means what? The font color, to change the color of your text. It can be ash. Let me select it before. Make sure you always highlight the text, then you can change it. So over here, let me change it to red. Okay, so you see it has changed successfully. Then this is also clear off formatting. Maybe you see there are plenty formatting over here. I don't want any hassle, so I'll just clear it. Okay, so it returns me to the word as I have typed it. Okay, with the exception of the highlighter. So the highlighter can just no color. Okay, that's how to go about the text highlighter. Okay, so over here we have the paragraphing. So this part is also used to paragraph your text. Okay, so you can paragraph your text to the left side, that's what at the moment. You can paragraph to the middle side. Okay, let me scale it to 100. Increase the font size a bit. Okay, you can paragraph it to the right side. You can also justify it. Usually, if you are writing a letter or more of like a proper document for your superior, your lecturer, you usually use justify. Okay, justify arrange it well, like easy presentable. That's it. Then over here is bulletin. So this is your bullet library. Maybe you want to list some items. You can just use any of these bulletin. Okay, yeah. You can also use specific pictures for your bulletin. So you can choose a specific picture, maybe from a file, a browser, or something. Then you can use it. Let's say I want to use this ECG folder as my bulletin. Okay, I can say okay, and then you see. Okay, so that's just way about it. To change the bulletin, the traditional way of like always dot, marker, or box. You can just use a specific. You can even use an emoji. I forget how to use it. Yeah, you can use an emoji to create your own bulletin. Maybe let's say you have an emoji on your laptop, you can just come to your bulletin like this, define new bulletin. Okay, then for what? For it to change successfully. Okay, then you have your numbering. So numbering also change the list into a specific number. You can change in what Roman numerals. You can define a new number format for you to. Okay, you have your current okay. So you have your multi-leveling list. Okay, so this can have, maybe you have so many letters. You can have maybe 1A, 1B, like how your questions are being done at the examination time. Okay, you have 2A, 2AIII. So this is how you can go about it. Okay, yeah. Then we have to decrease indent. Okay, then what, to increase what, indent. So decrease indent and increase the indent, it means more of like when you are paragraphing something and maybe you want this to be under a certain topic. Let's say, let me give you another topic. One. So I'm coming. So I have maybe what is his name, okay, and I want this to be like belated, okay, or aligned to it. I can just use what, decrease indent, push it to the what, left side. Okay, then I can use increase indent to push it to what, more of like the middle side. Okay, so this just make use of this ruler. Okay, like this part of the ruler, it helps you move it to the left or to the right. Let's say you are typing a whole lot of documents and your document spaces are like are not correct, or it doesn't match. You can just select the whole document, or like select the portion that you want to select. Then you can just use increase or decrease indent. Okay. Then this also sorts into specific word types. You can sort paragraph, you can sort headings, you can sort by increasing. Okay, I don't have plenty headings over here, so you can sort all these things. Okay, then you have to show hide or show or hide or a paragraph. Maybe you want a paragraph to be shown or hidden, you can also use this or for borders. Okay, so you can create a border around something. You can create any border you want to create. Maybe I want to create a full border around this text, so you can create it. And border also more of like linked with table. So if you have a table in your Word, you can just create a border around it. Okay. You can increase the thickness of the border by coming to border settings and shading. You can increase it to the thickness. You can increase the thickness, same as reduce the thickness. Okay, so we have the stars over here. Okay, so these are the stars. We have the normal star, we have the no spacing. So when you, let's maybe select some kind of thing, we have the normal star, we have the no spacing, then you have a header. Okay, that means it makes your selected item a heading. You have the heading 2. You have so many stars. To create a new star too, you have to also come over there. Then you have the editing tool over here, or the editing part of this home tab. So over here we have the find, we have the replace. So find is used to find certain words. Maybe I want to find something, search for O. Okay, so it has located O. Okay, so in all these documents we have only one O. Let me search for A. Yeah, so I have my words here, A over here. Yeah. So that is it for, that is the font. Then we have replace. You can replace the O, let's say the A with an E. So we have what, replace O. Okay, you can have find what E, then replace it with what, F. So replace all, then yes. Okay, So this is the find. Then you have the select to select what an object. You have all the select button over here. That's okay. So as I continue, um, over here we have the add-ins. Okay, so the add-ins means find an add-ins that's more of like an app or a function, or like, sorry, more of like an app. Okay, usually more of like an extension. Let me put it like that, an extension which also provide better services when you are doing your editing over here. So you're adding, you can add in GTP, that's GPT for where your that's ChatGPT. Okay, you can have so many add-ins over here. You have designing add-in, you have keyboard, you have the math type. Okay, you have any, like, so many things. Maybe if you are dealing with math or equations, you can use the word the math add-in. You can just click on the add, select the add-in that you want to use. Let me see. Okay, so that means what my math tab is what is in there. Okay, then you can just click on it to get the what the functions of the math tab. Okay, most of the time, sometimes, or let me say sometimes, the add-ins kind of have the internet connection on. Okay, so you can connect to your Microsoft account, then you just start working with it. Okay, so I'm not going to connect it now, but first of all, you have to have your Microsoft account to get your add-ins most of the time working. Okay, so this is the home button, or this is the home menu bar, and what is in there. Okay, so next week, or in our next discussion, we are going to discuss more of the insert tab and its functions, or the functions under the insert tabs. We have the pages, the tables, the pictures, the icons. We are going to go through all of them one by one. Then the other time too, we have the draw session, we have the layout, then we have the reference. So I didn't click on the design. We have the mailings, we have the review, we have the view, we have the help, we have the add-in, the math add-in that I just added. Okay, so you can just have the handwriting type, the convert to from MT7. You have all these things for your add-in. Okay, you can also remove an add-in, or collapse remember, anyhow you want to go about it. It's all just here. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and you get more tips, more lessons for Word and so many productivity softwares. My name is Jeremiah, and this is Digital Skills Guide.